For billions of years, the solar system has been a masterpiece of balance. Planets moving in quiet order, moons orbiting faithfully, all bound by the invisible pull of gravity. Among this great celestial family, the Earth and its moon share one of the most intimate relationships in the cosmos. The moon has been our constant companion, shaping the rhythm of tides, influencing the stability of Earth's tilt, and even guiding the biological cycles of life below. Its pull tames the chaos of the planet. Without the moon, Earth would spin more violently, winds would rage harder, climates would shift unpredictably, and nights would be darker and lonelier. The moon is not just a satellite, it is a silent architect of life's order. But even the universe in its vast perfection is not immune to chaos. All it takes is one disturbance, a small gravitational nudge, a wandering force from the void, to unravel billions of years of harmony. And so begins the unimaginable, the day Mars drifts from its orbit. At first, no one notices. Telescopes record small inconsistencies, a flicker of motion that doesn't match expected patterns. A minor deviation, scientists think. Nothing alarming. But computers detect something subtle, something persistent. Mars is no longer perfectly stable. Something, perhaps a massive asteroid, perhaps a chain of gravitational resonances, has altered its course. Weeks pass. The change accelerates. The red planet's orbit begins to bend, ever so slightly toward the inner solar system, toward us, and toward our moon. What was once a cosmic impossibility now becomes an approaching reality, a slow, graceful disaster that no force can prevent. As Mars inches closer, Earth remains unaware. Life continues as always, but the observatories of the world, silent, patient guardians of the sky, begin to stir. Data streams in. Mars's trajectory is now unmistakably shifting. Its distance from Earth decreases faster than orbital mechanics can justify. A public statement is made. Astronomers confirm that Mars is on a destabilized course. At first, the news is met with disbelief, even amusement. Mars is moving toward Earth sounds like science fiction, not science. But then images appear. Mars grows brighter, its red hue more vivid, its position in the sky slightly altered each night. Governments request calm, scientists request data, and nature, indifferent to human emotion, continues its process. Within months, the red planet becomes the brightest object in the night sky. The moon, meanwhile, behaves strangely. Its orbit wobbles. Ocean tides rise unpredictably. Coastal cities experience sudden floods. Meteorologists blame weather systems, but physicists know the truth. The gravitational harmony between Earth and the moon is being disturbed by a third player, one far more massive. Mars, drawn inward by both the sun and Earth's gravity, has begun to spiral along a path of destruction. It is now millions of kilometers closer than it should be. In a matter of years, it will reach the moon's orbit. The world looks upward in awe and fear. The sky has become a stage for a celestial tragedy, one humanity can only watch unfold. As Mars approaches, the moon begins to tremble under its pull. Its once perfect orbit deforms, stretching into an ellipse. The gravitational battle between Earth and Mars tears at it from opposite sides. The consequences are immediate. Tides surge far higher than before, reaching levels unseen in human history. Massive waves sweep across coasts, swallowing entire towns. The Earth's crust, feeling the strain of shifting gravitational forces, responds violently. Earthquakes ripple across continents. Volcanoes awaken from centuries of silence. The atmosphere itself grows uneasy. Jet streams twist unpredictably. Storms form in strange places, lasting longer and hitting harder. Humanity realizes that even before the collision, the mere approach of Mars has already rewritten the laws of balance. And then comes the sight that changes everything. On a clear night, the moon and Mars appear together. the red planet glowing beside our silver companion. To the naked eye, they seem close enough to touch. Cameras capture the haunting beauty of two worlds locked in slow collision. Poets write, philosophers mourn, scientists warn that the end is near. Within weeks, the moon visibly shifts in the sky. Its distance from Earth changes. Its surface fractures under tidal stress, releasing plumes of dust and gas into space. For the first time, Earth's satellite begins to bleed light, a ghostly shimmer of debris surrounding it like a dying halo. The moon's final days have begun. When the moment comes, the solar system holds its breath. Mars, now fully caught in Earth's gravitational pull, races toward the moon at unimaginable speed. The collision is inevitable, an act written into physics itself. When Mars strikes, it does so with a force beyond comprehension. The moon shatters instantly, releasing an explosion that outshines the sun. A shock wave of vaporized rock and molten metal expands outward, a glowing halo spreading across space. Mars's crust peels away like paper, its surface torn apart by the violent exchange of energy. From Earth, the event is visible even in daylight. The sky burns red. The moon vanishes, replaced by a fiery cloud that stretches from horizon to horizon. The collision creates a new ring of debris around the planet, a ring that glows with the heat of destruction. Within hours, fragments of the moon and Mars begin falling toward Earth. The atmosphere blazes with streaks of fire as meteors rain down. Some explode harmlessly high above the surface. Others strike oceans and land with devastating power. Tsunamis roll across continents. Cities vanish beneath waves. Mountains crumble. The crust of Earth groans under the assault. And then comes the silence. A silence so complete, it feels like the world itself has stopped spinning. Humanity looks up and realizes the moon, the ancient light of night, is gone. Where it once shone is now a ring of dust and flame. Days after the impact, the Earth is surrounded by a glowing halo of debris, the remains of Mars and the moon. The ring circles the planet like a crown of ash. From the surface, it glows faintly red, a permanent twilight that dims the stars and blurs the sun. The debris reflects sunlight unevenly, casting eerie shadows across the planet. Night and day lose their meaning. The sky becomes a haunting mixture of orange and gray. Dust from falling fragments fills the upper atmosphere, blocking sunlight and cooling the planet rapidly. This new twilight plunges Earth into a strange, frozen dawn. Crops fail, temperatures drop. The climate, once delicately balanced by the moon's influence, now spirals into chaos. Without the moon, Earth's axial tilt becomes unstable. Seasons shift unpredictably. Summers disappear into endless winters. Glaciers advance across once temperate lands. Humanity struggles to adapt, building shelters, hoarding resources, and clinging to any remaining warmth. The gravitational balance that held the Earth steady is gone. The tides, now weak and erratic, no longer cleanse the oceans. Ecosystems collapse. The rhythm of life, guided for eons by the moon, falls into disorder. The beauty of the night sky, once humanity's oldest comfort, becomes a reminder of loss. A ring of destruction now circles the Earth, a monument to the end of the moon years pass. The debris ring begins to thin as fragments burn up or fall to Earth. But the damage remains. The sky is choked with fine dust. Sunlight is scarce. Temperatures plummet. The world enters an age of near-permanent twilight, a long, unending dusk. Human civilization weakens, nations collapse, populations shrink. The survivors gather near geothermal regions, where Earth's inner heat offers the last refuge from the cold. Under the ashen sky, they rebuild in silence, telling stories of a time when the moon still guarded the night. Without its lunar stabilizer, Earth's rotation wobbles unpredictably. Climate zones shift violently from decade to decade. Forests die and regrow in strange places. Deserts freeze. Tundras melt. And yet life persists. It always does. Some species adapt to the dim light. Others evolve to survive in the cold. Humanity learns to farm in domes, to harness the faint warmth of artificial suns. The planet endures its trial. Over the centuries, dust begins to settle. The ring of debris becomes fainter, less fiery. The red glow fades, and through the thin, cold air, the first glimpse of sunlight returns. Pale, distant, but real. Thousands of years later, the ring of dust that once symbolized destruction becomes a cradle of creation. Gravity, patient and eternal, draws fragments together. Small clusters of rock begin to coalesce, merging slowly into new bodies. At first they are tiny, shards of molten glass orbiting in the dark. But with time, they grow. Millions of collisions over millions of years forge them into spheres. The debris that once rained death now builds again. A new moon begins to form, smaller than the original, but radiant in its youth. Soon others follow. 2, perhaps 3, orbit the Earth at varying distances, remnants of Mars and the old moon united in rebirth. These newborn moons bring back a rhythm to the tides, weak at first, then stronger. The Earth's axis, once unsteady, begins to stabilize once more. Seasons return to predictable cycles. Life begins to flourish again. The red dust fades from the atmosphere. The seas calm, the skies clear. Humanity, or what remains of it, looks upward again, not in fear this time, but in awe. The heavens, once the site of ruin, have given birth to something new. With the sky restored, Earth begins its slow return to balance. Forests regrow, rivers carve new paths, and the oceans find their rhythm once more. Civilization rises again under the light of the new moons, turning the great collision into myth, a story of humility before the cosmos. The scars remain, written in the land and the stars, proof of survival and rebirth. From dust and ruin, life endures. In the vast silence of space, Earth spins on, a survivor carrying the memory of Mars and the moon. Its new moons glow softly in the night, symbols of resilience and renewal. The collision that once promised extinction became the seed of creation. Mars and the moon, once separate, became one, giving Earth a new beginning. And so the story continues, a planet reborn from chaos, held together by gravity and hope. The universe watches, vast, eternal, patient, reminding us that destruction is never the end, only the pause before life begins again.